All right, Shalom. We're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash. Double honors to our apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and honors to all you fellow laborers that are enduring afflictions, bringing out this word in sincerity and in faith. Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah Kodash, Barakathum. To all you sincere listeners. All right, so we wrapped up camp not too long ago. And so we're just going to roll in the spirit. One thing, we've been meditating on is the Israelite foreigners, man. Because that's the mystery of the scriptures, man. And it's being made evident to the elect, yet it's a stumbling block to you people of the world. And even Jake in the world understands that concept, like Ric Flair, right? For instance, they got he's a nigga, and everybody knows it, Even Jakes that hate white people, Ric Flair, I said, he's a nigga though, So you have our people in the world that even understand that concept, yet you have Israel. You get Sirach, Ephesians 3. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, hold that. And you get Sirach. Yeah, you stay there though, because I was going to ask you to get that. That's the spirit. 39 and 20. It's very plain that you have our people who look like the other nations, yet their spirit is like the spirit of an Israelite. Why? Because their lineage goes back to Israel. Okay. You got something? Okay, come on, brother.
This is Habakkuk 1 and 5. It says, "Behold ye among the heathen and regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days which ye will not believe, though it be told you."
Yeah, though it be told you. What's that word? The Israelite foreigners coming back into the fold. Okay, go ahead. Okay, yeah, go ahead and hit that in Sirach.
This is Sirach 39 and 24. It says, "As his ways are plain unto the holy, blocks unto the wicked."
Yeah, as his ways are plain unto the holy, so are they stumbling blocks unto the wicked. And that's plain to us that your lineage is determined by your forefathers, and that if you get with a woman of another nation, and then that son gets with a woman from another nation, what's the son going to be then? Yet, how is your nationality determined? Let's get that in Numbers. Numbers, the first chapter. Yep, Numbers 1 and 18. Yeah, because you have a lot of instances, even with a so-called black father and a so-called white mother, and the child will come out looking like a straight up Edomite, like Halsey. Okay, she's a popular singer right now. She's an Israelite, man.
I didn't know that.
She's an Israelite. Halsey's an Israelite. Her dad is a so-called black man, my complexion, and her mom's a so-called white woman. She just came out looking like that, man. And so all these popular singers, they're all Israelites, man. They're all Israelite foreigners, all the ones that people flock to. They're all Jakes, man. Okay, and she's a prime example, and that's the direct lineage. Okay, you can look it up. She speaks about that, about how she's so-called biracial, which there's no such thing as biracial. Or you are what your father is. We're going to read about it right here.
Numbers 1 and 18. It says, "And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month. They declared their pedigrees after their families by the house of their fathers."
They declared their pedigrees by the house of their fathers, man. Go ahead.
By the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old and upward by their poll.
Good. Now get Wisdom of Solomon, 7th chapter. You got Isaiah?
Okay.
That's something in Isaiah. Can you get also, since you're in Isaiah, can you get Isaiah 46 and 3? Because it's all about the seed. Okay, it's all about your lineage. And your spirit is going to show that you're of the lineage of Israel. It's simple as that, man. Okay, you can't fake the spirit. Solomon 7. You start from the top.
Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 1. "I myself also am immortal man, like to all, and the offspring of him that was first made of the earth.
Go ahead.
And in my mother's womb was fashioned to be flesh in the time of 10 months, being compacted in blood of the seed of man."
Of the seed of man. Go ahead.
"In blood of the seed of man, and the pleasure that came with sleep."
See? So it's all about what? The seed of man.
It just goes.
Yeah, but that was the point. Yeah, it's all about the seed. It's all about your lineage, your forefather. Okay, because the word sperm itself literally means seed.
Yeah.
Okay?
Sperma.
Yeah, it's sperma. All right? Okay, you got it?
Isaiah 46 and 3.
Yep.
"Hearken unto me, O house of Jacob, and all the remnant of the house of Israel, which are born by me from the belly."
From the belly, okay? And then from the belly, you're placed in your mother's belly because that seed of man was planted in you. Okay, go ahead.
Which are carried from the womb.
There you go, man. So you're an Israelite. You're an Israelite from the womb through the seed. Okay, that man. All right, you got something?
Just Ephesians.
Okay, yeah. Let's go to Ephesians
You
now.
want to read in chapter 2 about the
Yeah, you can read that.
2 and 11.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Ephesians 2 and 11. Wherefore remember that ye being in time past Gentiles in the flesh.
Right, in time past, Gentiles in the flesh. Okay, which you can't convert from being another nation to an Israelite, because we just read you have to be from the womb of Israelite.
And two, the Most High said that these other nations are as nothing. They are spittle to him, man.
Mm-hmm.
So how would he say that? And do we know the change? How is he gonna say that he doesn't regard them, and then now all of a sudden they can become Israelite? It don't make no sense.
Yeah,
man.
yeah. That'd be the Heavenly Father contradicting himself, which he's not the author of confusion, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And Yahweh Shai is saying yesterday, today, and forever.
Mm-hmm.
It says, wherefore remember that ye being in times past Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcision by that which is called the circumcision.
Right. Meaning the Jews who stayed in Jerusalem, who those of us who maintain our customs, were calling Israelites born outside of Jerusalem who adopted Greek customs, calling them what? Gentiles, man.
Pretty much call them heathens. Call
Heathens,
them the
yeah.
uncircumcised.
Exactly.
Which a lot of them were uncircumcised.
Exactly. And that goes back to the time of Antiochus Epiphanes, when it was outlawed to be an Israelite. Okay, you would get put to death, man.
And then even the men that were Israelites that were circumcised, they even had them so bugged out they were putting on fake foreskins, man.
Right.
To be a damn heathen.
But they would get surgery. They would pull they would make it to where like it looked like they had their foreskin again. Basically, they was mutilating themselves.
Self-mutilation, yeah.
Be a freaking heathen.
It's crazy.
Where in times past Gentiles in the flesh, who are called uncircumcision by that which is called the circumcision in the flesh made by hands.
Mm-hmm.
That at the time you were without Hamashiach, being aliens of Israel.
Yeah, because you didn't know who you were. You weren't acknowledging who you were. Okay, you were being a heathen. Okay, so the different promises that comes upon Israel, you weren't a part of that, man.
And the different services that we had, the Passover, the Sabbath,
the trumpets,
blowing on the trumpets, you going in the temple and worshiping on those different high holy days. You was aliens from that. They didn't know about it,
Foreign.
And then you can't come into it because according to the old law, once you break it, you're supposed to get put to death, man. So the Jews during that time is like, nah, y'all gotta stay where y'all at, man. You can't come back, man.
Yeah, but Gentiles.
Yeah, because at the time, the men that were in that commonwealth of Israel, the ones who knew that there were Israelites practicing law of circumcising, they didn't know about Yahweh Shai, man. Right? That wasn't really taught unto them. Okay? But then, slowly but surely they came around. But the majority of them, all right, didn't want to deal with the Gentiles, right? They didn't understand why Yahweh Shai came back, why Yahweh Shai came here and started bringing that word out to all of Israel.
They were offended.
Yeah, they didn't understand that there's certain liberty allowed when you follow after Yahweh Shai, when you accept him as a sacrifice. But the reason why they got mad at, they wanted to kill Paul for that, man. He was going around, they said, like, this man teaches Jews not to keep the law, man. They wanted to put him to death.
I got something. St. John 7:34, ye shall seek me and shall not find me. And where I am, thither ye cannot come. Then said the Jews among themselves, whither will he go, that we shall not find him? Will he go first among the Gentiles?
Yeah, dispersed among the Gentiles. Who's speaking of what? The Israelites who were scattered in the four corners of the earth, amongst all the other nations. All right, and that was happening, which which so-called white man likes to refer to as the diaspora. Right. It's the Israelite diaspora, which is been happening since the days of Egypt. Okay, because our people were being spread out through the land of Egypt. Okay, and then after that, when we went back into the land of Canaan, took that land over, right? You had tribe brothers go. I mean, you had tribes still even going, and then the after.
Yeah, ritual, because that's why I listen to the 5 books of Moses dealing with Israelite foreigners. Okay, can I finish this off? Okay. To disperse among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's exactly what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
Keep going.
That was it.
Yeah, and then that's what we're doing. We're going into the dispersed, which is America, all right? And we're teaching our people, the Israelites, all right, who are in a Gentile state of mind. We're quickening y'all.
Right.
Spirit.
And then it says the dispersed among the Gentiles, showing you that they knew that there were Israelites among the Gentiles, and it says and teach the Gentiles. Yet, even though they knew that they were Israelites, they still called them Gentiles, man.
Mm-hmm.
They're dispersed among the Gentiles and teach the Gentiles. Why? Because they were foreigners, man. Okay, as simple as that. I got something.
This is First Maccabees 12, and I'll start at 5. It says, and this is the copy of the letters which Jonathan wrote to the Lacedaemonians. Jonathan, the high priest, and the elders of the nation, and the priests of the other people of the Jews, unto the Lacedaemonians, their brethren.
Yeah. Okay, good.
And the Lacedaemonians, who you people know today as the Spartans, the ancient Spartans,
mm-hmm.
who were Israelites. As you read that again.
It says, Jonathan, the high priest, and the elders of the nation, and the priests of the other people of the Jews.
These are during the time of the Maccabees, right? They're trying to find out, okay, they needed more men, Israelite men. And okay, let's figure it out. Keep going.
Unto the Lacedaemonians, their brethren.
Unto the Lacedaemonians. Yo, we have Israelite brethren that live out in the Greek Isles. Okay? Keep going.
Send greeting. There were letters sent in times past unto Onias, the high priest from Darius, who reigned then among you, to signify that you are our brethren.
Yeah, and they went and signified it to them. Like, hey, just to remind y'all that y'all Israelites, you were related, we're brothers.
Got something real quick. Lacedaemonian, a native or inhabitant of Lacedaemon, an area of ancient Greece comprising the city of Sparta.
Antiochus, all right, Ptolemy, they're a smooth face.
Right.
And where did they get that from? The damn Egyptians, man. Because they started going in there and they started bringing it all in together, man.
Yep.
If I can say this, when you go into that, the Lacedaemonians, they say they came from people called the Dorians, which when you go into it, they say that they're of unknown origin. They don't know where the hell these people came from.
Which is a code for Israel.
Yeah.
Because what do they say about the Native Americans, right? Unknown origin.
Yeah.
It is known. We're Israel. The origin is the land of Israel, okay? The origin actually is Isaac and Jacob, okay?
Yeah, they say the same thing about the so-called Bantus.
Yeah.
They don't know where they came from, but there was like
right.
There was just an explosion about 2,000 years ago. I don't know what happened, where they came from. They just
a big bang on Earth.
Yeah. They just fell out the sky, you know. Lord just created them, you know.
After ancient alien shit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and even in that movie 300, Leonidas made a statement. He's like, we don't deal with those Athenian boilers, man.
Esau.
Yeah.
Pedophile.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Sparta. Sparta was a prominent city-state in ancient Greece. In antiquity, the city-state was known as Lacedaemon, while the name Sparta referred to its main settlement on the banks of the Eurotas River in Laconia and southeastern Peloponnese. So, just to further back that up.
Mm-hmm. So, more proof that the so-called white man in all his little movies and bullshit revisionist history, he tries to paint himself as a Spartan. Right, and he tries to paint himself as the Jews.
It's everything but what he is.
Everything but
the no limit nigga, violent homosexual Edomite. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Right, brother.
Jonathan the high priest and the elders of the nation and the priests and the other people of the Jews unto the Lacedaemonians their brethren, send greeting. There were letters sent in times past unto Onias the high priest from Darius, who reigned then among you, to signify that you are our brethren.
Yeah, and so they were telling them even before that, right? Oh, constantly signifying, reminding them that, yo, you guys are Israelites, but brethren, probably for reasons of trade and whatnot. Yeah. Keep going.
It says, as the copy here underwritten doth specify, at which time Onias entreated the ambassador that was sent honorably and received the letters wherein declaration was made of the league and friendship. Therefore, we
they wanted to make a league with them and a friendship, so an alliance. Mainly for what? To go against Esau, all right?
Yep.
Because the Spartans were always funking with Esau, all right? The Athenians.
Yep.
Yeah, they got together on certain things, but the majority of the time they weren't dealing with each other, man. The Spartans, they call them, I forget they called them. They separated themselves from the rest of Greece.
Yeah.
And then when they wanted to unify Greece during the time of Philip, right? They couldn't go down to Sparta. The Spartans didn't want to unify. Mm-hmm. But they went around. They got all the other city-states, but the Spartans, they're like, no, we're gonna do our own thing, man. Mm-hmm. Prove that they're Israelites.
That's it.
Says, therefore, we also, albeit we need none of those things, for that we have the holy books of Scripture in our hands to comfort us, have nevertheless attempted to send unto you for the renewing of brotherhood and friendship. Least we should become strangers unto you altogether. And that's what happened. Yeah. You know, they ended up forgetting who they were over the process of time, man. Mm-hmm. You know, so at that time they was trying to keep those that relation, you know, have them keep knowing that they're Israelites, man, you know, constantly reminding them, you know, trying to forge that brotherhood, you know, get them to practice the customs that they made a covenant with the Heavenly Father to practice, man. Mm-hmm. You know,
and these were men in the Commonwealth of Israel reaching out to aliens, you know, Israelite foreigners.
Yeah. You read now, it breaks it down clearly.
Yeah. And it shows you that they already knew this. They knew about that. They knew about this part of the scriptures. Okay, how the Maccabees is reaching out to the Lacedaemonians, which is the reason why they said that. He's going to go to the dispersed among the Gentiles,
right?
You know, and so
and teach the Gentiles.
Yep.
Yeah, because even though they're Israelites, their customs were contrary to the customs of our ancient forefathers. Mm-hmm. Okay,
they were doing that Greek shit. They were being naked, you know.
Yeah, well, the Lacedaemonians, they would kill the children that they had like birth defects or something, man. They would throw them off the cliff. That's wicked. Mm-hmm. You know.
And also, they had a lot of those boys. You know, they were like a real hardcore warrior race, man. And you know, they had their women doing all kinds of wickedness too.
Yeah.
You know, they probably had a woman above them or whatever. You know, like she's an elder.
Yeah, because there was an ancient Greece and then like Corinth, right? Mm-hmm. They had to deal with that. You know, they had to deal with. That's why Paul had to. Paul had to deal with that. You know.
Because they brought that with them, that Greek custom of having a woman leader of the congregation.
They were Hellenized.
Yeah, very Hellenized.
They were Hellenized, which means to pretty much take on Greek customs. Yeah, as going in secular history, they call it the Hellenization of the Jews. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It says, have nevertheless attempted to send unto you for the renewing of brotherhood and friendship, these which should become strangers unto you altogether. For there is a long time past since you sent unto us. We therefore at all times without ceasing, both in our feast and other convenient days, do remember you in the sacrifices which we offer, and in our prayers, as reason is, and as it becometh us to think upon our brethren. And we are right glad of your honor. As for ourselves, we have had great troubles and wars on every side, for so much as the kings that are round about us have fought against us.
Yeah, you see how they came through, right? They're saying, hey, yo, man, we're brothers, you know, we pray for you, but hey, we're getting jacked up, you know, they let you know, like, hey, we're always thinking of you, you know, we have you in our prayers, you know, because we do it all the time. It's always to the elect, the brethren scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, right? They were doing that, but really, they wanted to get down to the nitty gritty of why they really hitting you up. Keep going.
Yeah, yeah.
You know how Jake is. You know,
Yeah.
Cut to the chase.
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. Jake like to make it, you know, has a nice intro.
Yeah. It's
You
Jake.
got to.
Yeah.
Then you get to the business, man.
Yeah.
It says, as for ourselves, we have had great trouble and wars on every side, for as much as the kings that are round about us have fought against us. Howbeit, we would not be troublesome unto you, nor to others, for our confederates and friends in these wars. We have help from heaven that succoureth us, so as we are delivered from our enemies, and our enemies are brought under foot. For this cause we choose Nemeneus, the son of Antiochus, and Antipater, the son of Jason, and sent them unto the Romans to renew the enmity that we had with them in the former league.
Yeah, and those are Greek names right there.
Yeah.
Okay. Representatives that they sent, they had Greek names.
Mm-hmm.
Showing you that the Hellenization was already taking place.
Mm-hmm.
Even amongst us that knew that we were Israel, and that are still in the faith, so to speak,
Mm-hmm. They're already naming their children Greek names.
Exactly.
Yeah, Antipater, that was, Antiochus.
Mm-hmm.
Those are names of Edomites. But these are speaking to Israelites.
Exactly.
It says, we commanded them also to go unto you and to salute you and to deliver you our letters concerning the renewing of our brotherhood. Wherefore now ye shall do well to give us an answer thereto. And this is the copy of the letters which Omira sent. Arius, king of the Lacedaemonians, to Onias the high priest, greeting. It is found in the writing that the Lacedaemonians and the Jews are brethren, and that they are of the stock of Abraham.
There you go, man. You can't get around it. They're the stock of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Okay, we're all Israelites. That's what they're saying. We're all the same people. We're all Israelites. Good.
Now, therefore, since this has come to our knowledge, you shall do well to write unto us of your prosperity. We do write back again to you that your cattle and goods are ours, and ours are yours. We do command, therefore, our ambassadors to make report unto you on this wise.
Yeah, that's
it.
That's the point. So yeah, let's have everything shared because we're all the same people, anyways, man. It's just you guys have a different way of life. Yeah. Yet our ancestral lineage is the same, man. We all go back to our great forefather Abraham. Yeah. It's the same thing with Jakes that are scattered abroad. Okay, they have different ways of life. Yet we all have the same ancestral homeland, and we share a common forefathers.
Yeah, spirit.
And we all have that same spirit. It's just our spirit. Our spirit is more in tune with the scriptures. That's all. Because we've woken up to the fact that we're Israelites. Yet there's a lot of our people that haven't, man. They're still scattered abroad, and their customs are that they're keeping are the customs of the other nations. Can you get that in Hosea?
Yeah,
you got it.
Yeah, they don't know that they're Israelites. Just like those Lacedaemonians. He had to go through the records. He was like, oh, okay, so what they say is true. Yeah, we are brethren, man.
We're gonna start.
Yep.
And what they said is they're renewing the brotherhood.
Right.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you see a while back that a dude out there in Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
That's a brother, an Israelite, and we're renewing that brotherhood.
Well, that's why he was doing a video to attempt to renew the brotherhood. Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, I'm an Israelite too. I'm scattered here. Hey, Shalom. Y'all Bashim Yal Shad Barakatah. You got the accent.
And then you got brothers in Africa.
Yeah, South Africa, Kenya,
yep.
West Africa. Okay, I believe there's a camp in Ghana. There's a camp in South Africa for sure. There's a brother in Kenya. You got certain Eritreans that are in camps, Ethiopians. Okay, you got certain Nigerians, Cameroonians that are in these camps.
And I wouldn't be surprised, as the spirit is getting more greater and greater and more powerful, you're gonna have brothers waking up in India.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, Isaiah 11.
Yeah.
It goes through, tells you all the what's going on. You got Jakes in Australia right now, man, amongst them Aborigines.
You got Jakes in Israel.
Yeah. They look like rats. They sporting the fucking yarmulke. They got them curls coming down there. They're actual Israelites.
Hey, like my man, the Punisher, man.
Yeah.
He's you look it up. He's a according to this world, he's a so-called Jew, but that guy's a Jake.
He's a Jake.
Yeah,
No doubt about it. Yeah.
Esau's not a Esau don't know what justice is, man. That nigga, the Punisher, execute judgment, man.
Yeah.
Now,
He played it perfectly. It fit him.
you can see the way he acts in his spirit. Because I see him in the original Walking Dead, the first season, right? His spirit on him is not the spirit of a so-called Jew. It's too manly.
Yeah.
It's too much Jake.
Jake. Yeah, you got a Jake spirit.
Yeah, you got too much bravado. Of, I'm a man. I'm a dude.
I thought the guy was Italian.
Yeah,
Me
yeah,
too.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
you know,
yeah,
you got that. You got
yeah,
that.
that's fine.
You got that.
You see his lips.
Yeah.
You know, Jake.
Like Johnny Manziel.
Oh, that's a Jake.
Yeah. Yeah. They talking about him earlier. You know, he stuck up for Cap. He's talking about Jake's catching hell. So yeah, man, he's just standing up for his race, which has been oppressed century after century. You know, and everybody was talking shit like, now you're really not gonna get a job. Show me the white man's the devil, man. He said it like, hey, you're not gonna get a job. Why? For acknowledging the atrocities upon Judah, man. Because he's a Judite.
Yeah, and also
his damn self.
Yeah, and you can see it in him because he's always been against. He's he's a so-called party boy or whatever. He got a spirit of Jake on him.
He be turning up.
He's throwing bands.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a nigga. He's in the strip club before.
Yeah.
Big
And then what's his name? The dude from Miller, Von Miller. That's his best friend.
Oh yeah, and
They went to school together.
They went to school. And another thing, right? They gave him the name Johnny Football, man. They're gonna name it Edomite.
Johnny Heisman.
Johnny Heisman, Johnny Football. They gave that. That's a nigga. That's a nigga.
Yeah.
And he knows it. And you know what? All the other Jakes told him that.
Yeah.
You know how Jake is with Jake.
Yeah.
It's a spirit.
Okay, Hosea.
Hosea 8:8. It says Israel is swallowed up. Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel wherein there is no pleasure.
Now shall they be among the Gentiles as a vessel where there is no pleasure, man. That's right, man. So our people are in these different nations catching hell, man. As a vessel where there is no pleasure. Okay? Because what happens to our people, they get exploited, okay, and they're put at the bottom of the barrel. Yet what's happening now is our people are waking up to who they are. They're getting stirred up. Can you get that in 2 Peter? Stir up your pure minds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we'll wrap up. The brothers had a very, very long day, so yeah, we just wanted to push out some more edification through spirit and power of Yahweh, Shad Ba'al Rakakadash. The other brothers, they did the show as well. The Lord's know that they should be doing the show right now. Yes, it's St. Peter's. So you're go after sir. Hey, Jake. Long day, man. Long day for Jake.
It's just part of it, though,
Yeah.
Let's see here.
2 Peter 3 and 1.
This is 2 Peter 3 and 1. The second epistle, beloved, I now write unto you, in both which I stir up your pure minds by the way of remembrance.
Yeah, stir up your pure mind by the way of remembrance. There you go, man. Remembering what? Who you are. Okay, what lineage you're from. What are your ancient customs? Okay. As a Sirach 27 and 9. The birds will resort unto their like. So will truth return unto them that practice in her. See? This is the birds will resort unto their like. And that's what's happening right now, man. Okay, our people are turning back to who they are, even the Israelite foreigners. And that's that's a theme in the world. Okay, and you got like Leonardo DiCaprio. They deemed him an honorary black man. Them different actors, why? Because he's an actual Israelite. Yeah, because he's an Israelite. See, and the apostles, the elder David said that for a while. So, Leonardo DiCaprio, he's a Jake, and Jake understands that he's a Jake. Yeah. See, you gotta, because you have that, man. You have Jakes that deem Jakes. Oh, he's cool. Oh, he's a brother. He's a brother. He get the pass. Why? Because he's an actual Israelite. All right, as simple as that. Like Johnny Manziel. Okay, Johnny Manziel, Leonardo DiCaprio. Who else? Certain other.
Al Pacino.
Oh,
the nigga Robert
De Niro.
Nigga.
Yeah, and everybody acknowledges that. Oh, the other dude, Joe Pesci.
Yeah,
Joe Pesci.
He's a nigga.
Yeah. It's a straight up Jake, man. All right,
this is Malachi 3:16. He says, "Then they that feared the Lord spake often one to another, and the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before them for them that feared the Lord and that thought upon his name."
Right, a book of remembrance. These scriptures, man.
Yeah, which that's the reason why he said we stir up your pure minds by the way of remembrance. How you gonna remember? You know,
Through the word.
through the word.
Through the word.
Okay, that's the reason why these letters, the epistles were published. That's the reason why the gospels were published. That's the reason why the history was published in the book. Okay, and massively produced when the printing press came on the scene, man. Why? Because this book is really for the elect. All right, for them to regain remembrance of who they are. Okay, their nationality, the power that we worship.
Come to repentance.
Yep.
So
Repent and get salvation.
Saved. That's it. Yeah, you have to know that you're Israelite first. Okay, you have to know that. Okay, I'm not an American. I'm not a Nubian, a West Indian, a Filipino. Okay, a Thai. Okay, I'm an Israelite. Okay, who has just been scattered.
Yep.
And it's beautiful that spirit's pretty much everything that we've been preaching through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is being made manifest. Okay, even with the tribes coming together. Okay, when we leave camp. Before it used to be isolated. Now you see little mixed groups, man. You see Judah, Zebulon, and Issachar.
Yeah, that's heavy now too, because even in the mainstream, you know, you see Jake hanging out with each other. The North is with the South. You know, that tension and that animosity is being done away with, man.
Yeah, people are coming back together. Yeah. And the Gentiles and those that look like the other nations, you're a part of that. Okay. You're going to get brought back too. So we're going to go ahead and wrap up with that.
John,
you got one more? You got some more?
Bring this out real quick.
Okay, yeah, we got one more precept.
Isaiah
11.
14.
Okay.
So Isaiah 14:1. It says, "For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel."
Yeah, he will yet choose Israel. Why does the scripture say that? Because you got Jakes with rainbow-colored hair, Jake being homos, murderers. Okay, idolaters, yet he's still going to choose Israel, the elect of the nation of Israel. And then through the elect, all the nation of Israel is going to come back. Okay? They say a little one shall become a strong nation.
Yep.
Okay? We're going to have a lot of sex in the kingdom. Okay? We gotta bring back those, the majority of our people who are going to die. Go ahead, brother.
It says, "Set in their own land, and the strangers shall be joined with them.
Yeah,
and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob."
And you see that, man. They're cleaving. Okay, you got a few brothers. You got one brother. He's a Benjamite. Yeah, he looks like a so-called white man. Okay, that's a Gentile, and he cleaved. He cleaved into the camp.
Yep.
You know, and then the Lord had it set up that now those brothers are in the camp, man. You know, so that's a perfect example. Okay, go ahead. That's it.
Oh yeah, that was the point.
Okay, so that was the point. All right, so. We're going to go ahead and wrap up there. Hopefully it was edifying. Again, all praise, honor, and glory goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakal Kodash. And hopefully brothers are edified. And there's going to be a lot more brothers who look like the other nations who've been scattered into these lands, waking up to this faith, professing themselves to be Israelites. And they're going to be saved, okay? Those that are deemed of the elect, no matter what they look like, no matter what language they grew up speaking, no matter what customs they were keeping as a youth on up, if they turn back, okay, and seek the Lord, and ultimately they're the elect, guess what? They're going to be saved. That's right. Okay, so shalom to the elect, wherever you may be scattered.